Yeah.
Okay,
I'm not
good.
pushing.
That's good. That's
I'm not
good.
pushing too much.
And then after the 15, you'll switch sides.
I've lost count. There's 13. I think I started counting
Yeah.
when you said you had 5 left.
That's okay.
Okay. I'm a terrible counter too. I just kind of. I know. Like.
At least I'm not alone on the count train. I'm just like.
Yeah, I just kind of go on there. Whatever.
You just think about the breath, think about the position. Yeah, breathing in just before the knees want to relax onto each other, and then on that exhale, pushing the knee out to your bend. Yeah, so Stacey, just bend the knee a little bit more, bringing your heels to line up with your spine. Yeah, so when you bend, your heels could kind of line up with the rest of your spine. Does that make sense?
That heel.
Yeah, there we go. Yeah, there. Yeah,
I
no.
see. Yeah. Okay, perfect.
And then very helpful mind-muscle connection to where exactly you want to be working. So the outside of your glute. Put that thought, that intention on your mind. That's right.
So is it working even if I don't feel anything?
Are you not getting much? Okay. So I would probably widen your feet a little bit.
Okay.
Yeah. So it just adds a little bit more.
That was it.
Yeah. I got another 5 on mine, but again, your brain's telling you I've definitely done 23.
Like 20. Maybe I should be on the up and the down though.
Yeah. As long as that me feels like, okay, I get it.
Enough, lady.
Yes, we are going to keep the bands on. We're going to do our monster steps again. So that's forward and back across the mat. So Elaine, I'll get you to join us for our standing step outs. And yeah, as for band position, yeah, just above the knee, that's great. That's great. If it's a little too high, again, it's very minor, we're pushing that knee just like we did on those clams. It's just pushing it out from the knee, that point of tension starts to get the outside going. All right, so foot in, let it hover, step out, rotate the knees out. In, out, ground the feet, push the knees out. So try and make sure our toes do not separate from the floor. Even though the knee is pushing out, our feet are still grounded. Oh yeah, medial glutes, we are coming for you today. It's going to be fun when I do it tonight. It's not tonight, we have the gathering.
Get the night off.
Grace of God. Stepping out, good. Ground the feet and then pushing the knees out. Ground the feet, pushing the knees out. Yeah, once you touch the top of your mat, you can go back. Whew.
Big step to hit the top.
Okay.
Yeah, that's honest. Yeah, in out. Really push the knees out. Stand your ground. Yeah, nice size steps. Don't shy away from pushing those knees out after you have your feet grounded. Very important. Push it into the tension point. All right, and when you touch the top of that mat, you can bring your band off. Yes! Yes. All right, all right. Okay, we're going to do our dead bugs. So we did them last time, and that's our breathing sequence. So Elaine, I was saying we can perform it from a standing.
Yep.
So just make sure your knees are soft. Yeah, and you're able to lean back a bit. And then on our breath in, we're breathing into our belly and brace. So the brace is the tuck.
Right. Okay.
So that's making sure our low back is as flat as possible. Yeah, so Carmen and Stacy on the ground. Our breath in. Filling up our diaphragm, fill up our belly, and we are gonna brace. So that's belly button to spine. Our glutes are supporting that as well. Hold the brace and exhale all your air while maintaining that brace. I'm just gonna come around, check out everyone's pelvic tilt. So just go through the breaths. Let me place my hand just behind the low back. So let's breathe in, fill it up. You can let the brace go a little bit on your breath in if you like. And tuck. So on the breath in, let your brace go a little bit. Do you feel like you're tucking your pelvis under?
Yeah, as long as my lower back is touching.
Yeah, that's a good indicator. Think a little bit more internally too,
Right.
of what you're squeezing and emphasizing.
Right, it's different on the wall than compared to the back.
Yep, for sure. And then just right when you, that's stronger. Yes, I felt that one. And so when you exhale, maintain that, trying to make it stronger, stronger, stronger. Yes, that's great. But there's no air left. Yeah, and then just going back and forth through that. Nice tuck, Carmen, very good. I'm gonna place my hand underneath there.
See if I can hop.
Yes! I felt that though. That's good. And I can see it, so that's a great one as well. Yeah, all air out. Yes! The little quivers at the end. All right, so I'm gonna get us to add the foam roller to it. So that's gonna start bringing in the. I just saw the eyes. What? All right, so bringing the upper body into it. So Elaine, you can practice the same breath. We are gonna start bringing that shoulder brace down.
Right,
Okay, so with the foam roller, I want you to just place it in the front of the quads, and your forearms are gonna line up on the roller. So on our breath in, fill it up. On our brace, we are actively pushing our knees into the roller and actively pushing our forearms. So there's a lot of action going on in the center.
Oh my goodness.
Exhale all that air out. On that breath in, don't let the foam roller go, but you don't have to squeeze it. So breathe it in. Fill up the waist, and brace. Armpits, lower abdominal, all air out. Till there's no more air. Do that another 3 times.
Oh my.
Yes. Yep. Upgrade. Upgrade on the Deadbug. Into your belly. Fill it up. And brace points. Hold it. All air out. Out. I like what I can hear in breath. That's good. All right, 2 more. Fill it up. Active brace, tuck, and push those shoulders away from your ears. All air out. All right, one more. We can do it. Breathe it in, fill it up. Armpits on, lower abdominal on, hold it. Through the whole exhale, crunch it out. Yes. Very nice. All right, we're gonna get into the groin a little bit more. So it's up to you if you wanna use, Elaine, I'll get you to use your chair. We're gonna do wide steps. And then we're gonna just shuffle your body weight over to the one side. So one leg's gonna be extended out. Stick your butt back so you can lean a little forward. Notice how there's a slight angle in the back.
Yeah.
We'll come up through center, and then nice and slow, I'll get you to switch over to that opposite side. All right, foam rollers away, nice wide stance. Yes, so now a groin's a big one when it comes to how tight our hip flexors get. So nice and slow, I'm gonna get you to move your body, and it's gonna depend on the mobility, it's gonna depend on the strength. I'm gonna get you to lower yourself down into the groin. Yeah, that's great. And just our stabilizing heel is going to be down. Very important. So you should feel a little bit in the groin there. Yes, 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 that's fine. And then on your exhale, bringing yourself up. And then we'll shift over to the opposite side. So just making sure our heel is down on that stabilizing foot. And the objective is stretching and opening up the groin. Yeah. Yeah, you got long limbs, Carmen, so those legs just by default are going to hold more tension just because for you to bend over, it's more. For you to, it just is. The muscle's longer, and especially just hamstrings, especially groin, it is going to hold a little bit more tension. Then anyone that wants an even more progression, you can sit your butt on the ground and then bring yourself back up. But again, progression, regression, give everyone the options, and then bring yourself up through center again. And then shifting on over. The stabilizing knee, make sure it's rotating out. You want to make sure your toes don't rotate too far out, because that's, again, programming our hips to open rather than just relying on the foot to do the work.
Right.
We're going to do one more each way. So shuffling your body weight over. Nice. And coming on up. Very good. Final side.
Okay, so if I'm feeling it on here, that's the wrong spot, it's got to be in here.
So that's a great question. So when the groin is quite tight, it starts pulling on the outside of your hips.
Alright.
So one does respond to the other. So if you do notice the outside of your hips, it just could be because it's loosening in the groin. So your hips are opening up. But if they're used to being in the same spot for so long, they will experience some discomfort because it's just a new range of motion they're not used to tapping into. Great question. All right. Get it into the groin there. So we are going to do tabletop. So Elaine, I'm going to get you to do off of the end of your chair. And ideally, make sure your chair is up against the wall so you can't push it away.
Okay.
And I want you to start working on our core brace in kind of a rainbow position. So it's just allowing your body to hollow out and hold yourself. So if you want to go down to the chair because you're feeling pretty good on the back of the chair, you can lower yourself down. So we're just working on pretty much planking and starting to use our core. So coming down to the ground, we're going to do tabletop position. So knees line up with our hips, hands line up with our shoulders. We're going to tuck the toes under, and that dead bug breath we just practiced, that hollow. So we want to tuck the pelvis and keep our knees hovered. So cover your knees. Bring your knees up. Bring the knees up from the floor. So Carmen, we're going to tuck our toes under. There we go. Yeah.
I thought you said cover, but hover.
Hover, yeah, hover. And armpits on. Tuck your lower abdominal. We're holding. We're holding. So we should feel our lower core. If you're feeling back, it's usually because you have a sassy bear and your butt's up. So tuck your pelvis. Armpits are on. Yep. Holding yourself. Let's bring one hand up. 3, 2, 1. Bring it down. Yep. Other arm. 3, 2, 1. Hold the bear. Hold the bear. Okay, we're gonna do again. Arm up. 3,
No.
2,
Okay, if your
1.
body turns,
Bring
is
it
that
down.
okay?
It can rotate a little. That's a good question. And other arm up. 3, 2, 1. Holding the bear. Keep the tuck. Keep the tuck. And lower yourself down. Nice job.
Oh,
Yeah, that'll warm you up.
I've never done that.
How are you doing, Elaine?
Not bad.
Do you feel core or arms?
More arms.
Yeah, that's totally fine.
Yeah.
Those are gonna get stronger too, so that's
I
great.
feel legs.
Yeah, yeah. You feel legs?
Legs.
Okay.
Like quad. Oh, well,
Yeah.
and the core, but equal
Yeah.
to the quads.
No, definitely. So quads are definitely our tighter and our MVPs. So they like to do all the work.
Everything.
Yes, they do, for sure. No, that's really good. So we are going to go in through a quad stretch. So Elaine, for yourself, if you feel comfortable, you can bring yourself into a staggered stance. And I want us to work on tucking our pelvis to squeeze our glutes. So we will be doing the same, but on the ground. So tuck our pelvis, squeeze your glute, and lean back. We want to try and stretch out the front part of the hip flexor. We're going to do this on the ground. So we're going to do it with one bent knee on the ground. And if you find that it's a little too much tension on the knee, you can always fold up your mat for a little bit more pad. So just to start off, we are going to tuck our pelvis. Yes. And then I want us to lean back the upper body. So we should feel a stretch in the front of our hip flexor. Yeah. We do that from squeezing our glute to stretch out the front. So if you can lean back.
I haven't even squeezed my glute yet.
Yeah, and it's a lot.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And that's good to know as well. So if it's tight on the front, it makes it nearly impossible to turn on the back. When it loosens up, eventually you get more activation in your glute. And when we're elongating that front line of our body, if we collapse at the front, up top, we're not getting that elongation. So activate the glute. That's going to protect and hold the back, but it's also going to start stretching the front. And then if you can lean back into it to get more of a stretch along the front. That's good. Elaine, are you getting any stretch in there?
Yeah.
That's great.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Breathing in, take the tension off, activate the glute again, and lean back to get into that stretch. We're going to do 2 more on the shift back. Yeah, so Stacy, just for the upper body, try and allow it to lean back with you, because we're shelling up a little bit in the top, and I want us to lean back if we can. If you're falling, yeah, bring the front leg more forward.
Oh, okay.
Give you a little bit more stability. Push the glutes forward. Yeah. Yeah, that's okay. That's okay. Are they twitching?
It's like.
Twitch is a good.
Well, it's not it's the, I guess it's just complete weakness here. Because
Okay,
as soon as I get back
Even bring your foam roller by, just because it gives you a little extra stability so you can kind of push down
actually,
and help yourself.
Yeah, that might help, because this leg will be better. It's this leg.
We are going to switch over. Yeah, absolutely. That's
During COVID, and I don't know what happened, I was working at one time, and I heard a pop in here. Like
Okay.
it totally popped.
yeah.
And I said to a friend who played soccer, I think I snapped something. She's like, no, you didn't do that.
Yeah.
And I'm like I was doing,
Yeah.
I was doing that. Like I was doing that lunge.
Okay.
And
Yeah.
I heard a snap in here.
Okay.
Never really did anything about it. And since then, it's always kind of,
Been
so I
there.
think like
Okay.
and it's even my mind around that, because I'm like, I don't want to hear popping.
That's right. No,
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah.
When
Yeah.
we've felt
That's your
pain.
like
Yeah.
protective instinct.
I think that's what's happening.
Absolutely,
Yeah.
absolutely. So if you haven't switched legs, switch the leg.
Okay.
And it's the tuck of the pelvis and the activation of the glute that's going to start elongating the front of the leg. And if that glute's on, then you can lean back, because your glute's supporting you, not your lower back. And then if you want a little extra support, use that foam roller. Just kind of keeps you in alignment. And think of pulling yourself tall and back.
This one's much tighter.
Okay.
Yes, that's good. That's good. Yeah.
It's good that
It's much what?
It's
Tighter?
much tighter.
Yeah, okay. There is one. There is one that's always going to be your tighter one.
One's tighter than the other.
Yeah. It's usually our hip shift when we're like holding ourselves up, but we're kind of
Leaning
on a
the other way.
tripod leg. Yeah. And then it shortens and actually gets the hips to get quite sticky. So hips are our ball joints. Same with our shoulders. So pulling, this is one of the pulling ones that allows you to get a little bit more room in that rotator, in that hip socket. Yeah, breathing in, that's the set. That's the reset. On the exhale, we're going deeper into our stretch. And then our progression on this one is starting to grab the back knee. If we're feeling like we want to add a little bit more stretch, but if you're getting a lot, then just keep it there. If you can't breathe through your stretch, and another one is just, especially a lot of us rely on that low back. So it's not so much about us leaning forward, but it's about us pulling up, glute is on, and then lean back. We want to start protecting our lower back. That's why we're putting on our belt of truth to protect all the way around. So that's our glute activation, and then that pelvic tuck. That's the pelvic floor. All right. Get you to come on up. We are going to do clams one more time. So Elaine, I had you on your seat, pushing one knee out at a time. And then we got monster walks. So band on the floor. We'll do clams first. Clam it up. If you remember what leg you started with, I recommend starting with the opposite. Yeah, if it takes too much thought, don't even worry about it. It's not huge, but it should be practiced not to constantly start with the same side.
Is it good? Okay, yeah.
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 All right, so again, heels lined up with the spine, beautiful. Heels to toes glued together, and little push out of the knee into your band. Yeah, nice job, Elaine, keeping those toes connected. I like that. Yeah, exhale into the action. And then mind muscle connection to the muscle. We want to isolate. Medial glutes, we're coming for you. I got 3 more on my count, if anyone's lost in theirs. Carmen's like, that's the number. That's the number. I am counting, everyone counts push-ups. I've noticed this. the hard ones, people count.
Yeah.
I am counting.
Yep, nice range of motion, that looks great. The second you start to notice your hips wanting to rotate with you, shorten it. I got 4 more on my count. All right. I'll wait for your 15, but we got our monster steps. One more round. One more round. Just to make sure we really remember for a couple days where those medial glutes are. So when we're standing strong with our knees out. Yes. All right. Wide step. Ground the foot. Push the knee out. Wide step. Ground the feet. Push the knee out. Yeah, good job. Leaning a little bit so your hips are back. You're slightly leaning over those toes. And good awareness to start bringing is making sure we're bracing in our upper back. We don't want our shoulders rounded forward because that'll start pulling on the low back. So keeping our shoulders nice and secure in their lat pockets, our armpit pockets. And then we can just solely concentrate on isolating those medial glutes. Good job. Step. Push those knees out. That little extra knee push. Nice. Yes. Mind-muscle connection. We know where we're feeling it. Yeah, breathe in on the step in. Exhale on our step out. Oh, yes. Lighting fires. Yeah, until you get to the top of your mat. Then we're done with the booty band after that.
Throw it right back.
Forget about it again.
I shouldn't have brought these. No, they're great.
No, I love these.
Great, I know.
Yeah.
All right. Nice steps. You're doing great. Good job. Gripping with those feet. Gripping with those feet. Lovely. All right. We are going to do a figure 4 stretch. So laying on the ground, Elaine, I'm going to get you to sit on your chair. We've done this one together before.
Oh, yeah.
Carmen and Stacy, we haven't, but me and Elaine have done it on the chair before. So bringing your ankle over your other quad. That little hole you created, you're going to slip one arm through. Yes. On your breath in, you can bring your chest up. On your exhale, your shoulders are going to go down and you're going to pull that leg in towards you. So you really should feel the outside of your hip. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, that's what's
Yeah.
happening.
And then Elaine on the chair.
Yeah.
So sitting on the edge there. We're going to bring that ankle over top of the knee. Yep. That's all right.
Okay. That's as far as it's gonna
That's
go.
fine for now. Is it able to stay up there for a bit? That's okay.
I'll hold it.
Yeah. And then if you can, start slowly folding forward a little.
Oh.
So we are going to get outside the hip, and again,
Yeah.
we've already done so much movement, so we got to celebrate our body for that. Even the crossover of the ankle
Okay,
to start
now
off
I can
with.
do
Let's
that.
start there.
Okay.
And then start folding forward. And if you can exaggerate the fold of the leg over, that's great.
Okay.
And then we'll just start that lean. That's a great regression. Slowly work towards it. Yeah, figure 4s. So a big thing for stretching is don't take more stretch than you can breathe through. Breath in. On that exhale, pull the leg towards you and actively breathe where you're feeling the most pain. Talk your whole body and letting it relax, because you actively hold the tension to try and fight the pain. The breath is the piece just speaking into your body to let go. All right, wiggle that leg out, unfold it. Hips might talk a little bit, they might not, but, and then we'll switch the other leg over. Bringing our arms through, and then on that exhale, letting ourselves get into that stretch. It's a deep one. Let's give ourselves 3 more breaths. All right, you can unfold, unwind. We're gonna do our dead bug breath with the foam roller. One more time. So Elaine, I'll get you on the wall doing your dead bug breath. Yeah, no, that's totally fine. Thanks for coming. Nice to see you this morning. Oh yeah, okay. Well, there's a little extra. So this,
There you go.
it is 7:02.
Oh, good.
Okay, yeah, last on the breath. Foam roller dead bugs. Getting those arms up. In through your nose, filling up your belly, and brace points. That's the armpits, lower abdominal. Hold it. The whole exhale. Breath in, fill it up. And brace. All air out. All air out. Three more. Yep. Breathing in, fill up our bellies. Active brace. Armpits on, lower abdominal, hold it until all that air is out. Out, out, out. Final 2, you can do it. Being mindful, fill up your belly. And brace, low back's flat, armpits are on, nice long neck, all air out. Final 1. Fill up, fill up, fill up. Shoulders away from the ears, lower abdominal, all the pressure's in the center, push into your roller, all air out. Oh yes, that's a wiggly one, that's good.